Welcome back everyone to Sunrider Part 3, where I decided I think I'm going to get 3 of these Union frigates to see what they are going to do. I wonder if any other ship types are going to show up. I wonder... Let's not worry about those. I'll save a bit more of my money for the moment. Let's find out what's behind this button. Captain's log. We're wrapping up the repairs to the Sunrider. For now, it looks like this will have to do for our shore leave until the end of the war. Oh boy, I sure hope the end of the war is, well, within reach. The Alliance fleet has made further gains through the neutral rim. Pact has drawn their ships back to Sarah for a final stand. Sarah, it won't be long now until we return home. Shield's FTL communicator rang. Admiral, how may I help you? What kind of conference is this? Fontana.
待てシールズか。警戒する必要はない。我々はこの間にパクトの一部と密かに交渉をし始めた。ヘリオン決戦で起こった予想外の展開によってパクトの内部から停戦の意見が上がり始めた。
Always better to talk than to shoot each other.
無論、この件はまだ上層部に届いていない極秘事項である。
Pact seeks peace talks.
簡単に言えばそうなるな。アルカディウスを語るあの人造人間どもは、未だにパクトのタカ派に影響を与え続けている。
I wonder why, really. Like, it doesn't seem... I don't really trust an army of clones.
同時に、統率者の忠誠よりパクトの理想を優先する我々穏健派もいる。
I should say an army of engineered humans.
だが勘違いされては困る。鈍乱なる連邦と慣れ合うつもりはない。連邦の帝国主義者どもはいずれ自らの強欲によって自滅するであろう。
You seem very confident about that.
我らが民の血を流す必要はあるまい。
とりあえずだな。わしはパクトの穏健派と停戦を前提に話を進めていた。ここで分かり合えば、この戦争はこれ以上長引かなくて済む。
Pact's peace faction. Everything should have a peace faction.
めったにないチャンスだ。そこでだシーレツ君。次の会議に立ち会い人として出席してほしい。この件はセラ人の君に対して大きく関係するはずだ。
Oh, you bet. That I do, Admiral. I'll see this meeting for myself then.
よい。ではフォンタナ卿、わしらもそろそろ協議の準備に戻らねば。
ああ。また会おうぞ。
Later. Sorry for cutting you off early, Fontana. Their connection ended. Peace talks. It really feels like the war is ending. Arcadius is still powerful, but even Pact's beginning to question his methods. Almost there. Just a little more. Just a little more. Ava entered the interrogation room.
Prototype.
You sure you want to be getting that close to it?
連邦の情報部によると、パクトはもう数週間も前にこの空域から完全に撤退したそうです。捨てられたんだな、貴様は。 独房監禁は気に入りました？姉妹たちの声が聞こえない静かな生活の感想を聞きましょう。
その余裕なふり、いつまで続けられよう。勘違いされては困るな。どうやら我々が負けたという妄想がされている。
Oh, you're the one who's confident. Ava spread out a folder of photographs in front of Lynn. Prototype 31, terminated. Prototype 59, terminated. Prototype 21, terminated.
まだまだあります。
Thank you.
もう逃げ場はないわ。連邦は必ずプロトタイプという存在を消し去ります。いや、人類は君たちを駆逐します。
There's so much laughing in this game.
我々の数は無限。我々こそ人類を超えるために進化してきた存在。脳の 1% しか活用してない貴様たちにはわかるまい。我々が見る世界は違うんだ。見えているぞ、その目に。迫り来る反逆への恐怖を。
目か。
貴様の大切なものはもう我々の手の中だ。その絶望を期待するがいい。
Don't give her that look.
チールズ艦長の元彼女？貴様は所詮それだけの存在だ。チールズの心は我々にある。
Ava turned around and slammed the door behind her. So she is, but... Keep your head on straight, Ava. Keep your head on straight. Oh man. Let's make another save and check on Chigara. Chigara poked her head through Shield's doorway. Come in, Chigara. She slipped into his office and closed the door behind her.
深夜のサンライダーってまるで幽霊船ですね。ちょっとドキドキしちゃってます。
That's one word for it. I think you're our veteran pilot.
もう艦長ひどい。
Sorry. Shields rubbed Chigara's hair.
さて、いつもので OK？ 艦長。
I've already boiled the water. Chigara poured Shields a cup of tea. Feels like the war is almost over. It seemed like just yesterday when we were fighting one ship war against all of Pact. Now we're surrounded by Alliance battleships and got Arcadius on the run. I guess that's a load off my shoulders.
よかったね。ずっと艦長のやつれてる姿を見て、私もずっと辛かったのです。
Yeah, I'd say things turned out pretty well. Maybe we'll all be home for Remembrance Day.
その後は艦長はどうしますか？
Good question. I guess I never gave it much thought. Well, I can't captain a warship forever. Hopefully, when all of this is over, we can lay down our weapons and live in peace.
そうですね。チガラ からはセラに引っ越そうと思っています。タイダリアじゃパンもあまり売れないし、どうせセラに向かってますし。やだ、私またわけわからないことを口走って。本当に言いたかったのはその館長とずっと一緒にいたいです。
Really?
はい、チガラの一生の願いです。
I see. Chikara. Shields put his arms around her. Sura is a wonderful world. It's chilly in the winter and hot during the summer, but quite livable. I have fond memories of growing up there. It's still my home. Wait, hold on. The way you're talking about it makes it seem like a single biome planet. A home I want to share.
館長。
Chikara raised her face and closed her eyes. Her lips met with Shield's.
ちょっと恥ずかしいです。
What a kiss.
だってチガラのファーストキスだもん。
You did it. You just did it. So you just did it out of nowhere. Yes, you should have known.
今夜はやっぱりここまでにしましょう。もう遅いですし。
Chigara stood up and smiled.
このままだと副長にバレちゃう。
I wouldn't want that. Not at all.
だよね。それじゃおやすみ、館長。
Sleep well. Asuka yawned as she walked back to her bunk. To get her mind off her problems, she had finished a long practice session on the simulator. Just as she turned the corner, she saw Chigara sneak out of the captain's quarters. Asuka inhaled sharply and hid behind the corner. Yeah, why are you hiding? Why is that always a thing? People seem to hide when they don't have to. I mean, it's not just in media. It happens in real life too. It's just a reflex. Don't get jealous now. You need to suppress your imagination. Asuka's chest squeezed at the thought. Here we go. It's snowballing. Asuka hightailed it back to the crew quarters. Just focus on Solar.
聞いてよ聞いてよ。さっきね、部屋に戻る途中でチガラが艦長室からコソコソと出たところを目撃したよ。なんかすっごく怪しくない？技師長として艦について相談をしに行っただけかもしれない。
Yes, it's perfectly reasonable for the captain to want to discuss something privately.
仕事に熱心なチガラならあり得ると思う。いや。
Yes, yes, yes.
絶対なんか怪しいのよ。あのね、ソラ、あれは男女が二人っきりでこんな深夜に同じ部屋にいるという状況なんだよ。
We're in space. We don't have a day.
核融合の理論を語り合ってたなんてありえない。ならチガラに直接聞いてみれば。
She is your friend after all.
親友なんでしょ。
Ah, thank you.
実はね、最近あまり話してなくて。ああ、もうどうしよう。
Asuka dived into her bunk and rolled around on the cover.
親友だけどさ、 チガラが最近館長さんとますます親しくなってるのよ。ああ、もう悩ましい。二人がもう知っちゃってたらどうしよう。ねえ、とにかく大人になる初体験はチガラに先を越されるわけにはいかない。
I can't believe this.
館長の私事を邪魔してはいけない。
でも
Sola buried her face into her pillow.
眠いの。
そうらってば。
I am impressed with Sola's ability to fall asleep. Alright then. Fate is strange, huh? Alright. It's all quiet. Let's save here. Alright, so is there anything more to do in the captain's quarters? Shield sat in the gallery as the Alliance and packed diplomats settled into their chairs. Ah, excellent. Here we are, like civilized people. These old men and women held the reins of the galaxy. He couldn't help but feel left out. But he had to accept that a military man like himself had no place in politics. Grey brought the dignitaries to order.
パクト穏健派の歓迎を、そして心から感謝を。まずはソラリス連邦の代表として示しておきたい。
Speaking of military men.
どうも。今日一日、連邦とパクトの停戦協定の条件についてじっくりと語り合いたいと思っています。でははじめに。
Do I have to click again? Oh, sorry, I didn't see the ellipses. This game has a lot of ellipses as well, already. Shields couldn't help but feel overwhelmed. The diplomats fought over so many tiny issues, or were they big issues which he was just not understanding? Yeah, that's how I feel too. I guess I really don't belong at that table, huh?
では、中立辺境の解放の現状について。
Grey's words caught Shield's attention.
フォンタナ卿、パクトは中立辺境を占拠し続けるつもりはないと聞いていますが。
そう。我々は戦前の国境線をそのまま戻す。代わりに連邦が我々に賠償を求めない。中立辺境の国々もそれぞれの政府、経済、国境を影響なく戦前の状態に復元させる。
その意向に依存はないが。
This is going to take a while.
中立辺境は戦争によって凄まじい被害を受けてしまった。
It is true.
救済もせずそのまま放っておくと、海賊団体が蔓延する無法地帯に朽ち果てる可能性が高い。これ以上民間人を苦しませるわけにはいかない。
中立辺境は文字通り、その中立な状態を維持しなければならない。
我々はただ人道的な被害を避けたいだけだ。少なくとも連邦は貧困問題のある国に初めに緊急援助を送り込む。そして政府の再成立のために自由で公平な選挙を保障するための顧問と法律と平安を保つための中流を。
論外だ。中立辺境は連邦に飼いならされてたまるものか。
貴様たちがもたらした戦乱のせいで、1000万の民間人が飢え死にすることを傍観してはいられまい。
それは独立のために当然の代償だ。
オンゲスの孤児たちがそんな選択をした覚えはない。
帝国主義者どもの詭弁だ。貴様はただ中立辺境の現状を利用して 植民地を広げたいだけだ。オンゲスの一戦で貴様が言った言葉を忘れたわけではないぞ。
わしを愚弄する気か。今優先すべきなのは難民たちの安全と国の安定だ。なぜそれがわからない？
ならば停戦協定の一件はなかったことにしよう。
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
この茶番もここまでだ。
Diplomats vanished as they cut their FTL comms. The holographic projection faded away and Shields returned to his office.
ねえ、わからずやの小僧が。まあ、アンズロなシーレズ君。フォンタナはおそらく穏健派に主導権を見せつけるために無理な要望を振り回していただけだ。
I'd like to think a man like Fontana has a fair few loyalists himself.
連合艦隊がセラまで到着さえすれば、あいつらは必ず停戦を受け入れてくれるだろう。
The Admiral's right on that point at least.
連邦は中立辺境を植民地にするつもりはない。故に、フォンタナの妄言に耳を貸す筋合いはない。が、ソラリス進歩党を動かすには、人道主義を主張するしかない。でなければ、あいつらがおそらくわしがオンゲスの戦災孤児を見殺しにしたというデマを流し始めるに違いない。だから正当政治は嫌いなんだ。
Gray shook his head. The talks were interesting. I appreciate the invitation, Admiral.
そうか。では今日はここまでにしよう。また今度。
Oh no. Ava's here with us. Okay. I wonder if she wants to talk about the prototype. Doorbell. That sounds like a Half-Life 2 closed caption. Come in.
艦長。
I'm almost done with this form. Just hang on a minute.
いえ、書類のために来たわけではありません。
Well, that's a first. What is it?
最近気づいた疑惑について調べていたところです。
Irregularities? Of what kind?
この数ヶ月に不穏な偶然が重なって起きた。
Well, I do agree. For example, running into two Ryuvians. Well, I'll start there at least.
胸モシュネ深淵から緊急ワープで脱出した時のことを覚えていますか？
How could I forget? We nearly got vaporized when the Ryuvian super dreadnought blew.
ワープ先の座標は胸モシュネ深淵に到着した時点で計算しておいたものです。
Huh?
ですが、その座標にワープアウトした瞬間にパクトの艦隊が待ち伏せをしていた。
Huh? I always just assumed they got lucky and we happened to be spotted by a packed scout.
その次はウェディングクラッシュ作戦です。今のところサンライダーしかできない高精度ワープで奇襲を仕掛けましたが、アルカディウスはホログラムで空の狙撃を防ぎ、自身らはその場にいなかった。そしてその直後、まさかの脱出軌道にまでリージョンが待機してました。
Yeah, I was wondering about that hologram. I just thought he was crazy prepared, though. Yeah. Wouldn't Arcadius use cheap tricks like that? And since he was there, it's a natural legion would be parked nearby too.
クローンの代わりならいくらでもありますのに、なぜそこだけホログラムを？
Well, maintain the image, maybe? Better safe than shot through the gut. I don't care if I had an army of clones, I'd still prefer my insides intact.
あとはヘリオンの待ち伏せ作戦です。ステルスモードの状態で接近したのに、敵は迷うことなくサンライダーの位置に迎え撃ってきた。 まるで作戦前から本艦の情報を把握しきれていたような。
Could have been an equipment malfunction on our part. Maybe an energy fluctuation gave us away.
艦長、現実から目をそらすのをやめてください。
No.
間違いなく本艦には内通者がいます。艦内のあらゆる系統に精通している誰かが情報をパクト側に流していた。
Traitor? Who would do that? Ava nearly pounded the table in frustration.
艦長、技師長の逮捕を進言します。
No, Chigara, what did she do?
ああ、もう。
The commander nearly flipped Shield's table in rage.
艦長!
Shield sighed. We have no reason to suspect her. She could have destroyed this ship 1,000 times over if she wanted to. She's always been here protecting all of us. Doesn't that mean anything to you, Ava?
技師長は間違いなくプロトタイプの一員です。
We still don't know anything about what happened at Diode.
捕虜を尋問して吐かせた情報です。
No. We will not have a witch hunt on this ship merely because a prisoner said so. The prototypes are cunning, manipulative. It's only playing mind games with you. It means to cause a division within our ranks, spread fear and paranoia. We are one family on this ship. We will not betray one another based on just coincidences and conjecture.
甘いです。
Your request is denied, Commander.
あの子と夜にも会っているんですね。ケイト。
I expected more from you, Ava. You're right. You are and always will be my executive officer. Nothing more. Oh, Shields. Dismissed. Eva spun around and stormed out of Shields' office. She opened the door only to come face to face with Chigara. Oh.
ごめんなさい、私。
どいて。
Ava pushed away and fumed down the hall.
私、何か。
No, come right in, I don't mind her. Ava returned to the bridge, her teeth about to shatter from the tension.
副長。どうした？注意。
どうやら強力な磁気嵐がこっちに向かっているようであります。しばらく荒れるかもしれないのであります。嵐が去るまでに修理作業の中止を提案します。
仕方ありません。
Doesn't look like we've got a choice, huh?
コードブラックに移れ。すべての電子装備をプロテクトモードに。乗組員を内部のブロックに避難させろ。
分かったであります、副長。
If I didn't know better, I might say a power outage, pardon me, would be an excellent time for a spy to make a move. Well, a traitor. Sunrider rumbled as her shield particles held back the ion storm. Even though the elements were no match for the Sunrider's shields, the creaking of the hull filled the office with an ominous atmosphere.
なんだかすごい天気だね、艦長。
No kidding. Man, this music. It's really tense. Storm came out of nowhere. The other officers used to tell stories about these storms to scare me back when I was a fresh lieutenant. About ghost ships floating among the ion clouds, filled with the souls of the men you fought and killed, back from the grave for revenge. Don't tell ghost stories now, Kayto. Chigara gripped Shield's sleeve. Was that your plan all along? Ha 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 ha. Don't worry, Chigara, we've been through a lot worse than ghosts. All of a sudden, the klaxon rang. Chigara shot up into the air, her arms outstretched. Chigara, you alright?
緊急事態です。パクトの部隊がこちらへ接近中。
Packed, huh? On my way.
漏らしちゃうところだったよ。
Sorry. Get suited up. No need to fear the dead when you've got enough troubles from the living.
はい、艦長。
Shields marched onto the bridge. Status?
パクト艦隊です。磁気嵐の中に隠れていた。もうかなり近くに来ています。
Forces loyal to Arcadius. They're here to get their friend back.
敵艦隊からの通信。
Of course. Arcadius, or should I say, prototype. Awful nice of you to go to such lengths to rescue your friend. Cut the channel. He's not going to say anything we need to hear. What's the Sunrider's status?
システムの大部分は修理中で使用できません。連邦軍の護衛と本艦のライダーで迎撃するしかありません。そして磁気嵐は誘導弾の照準に干渉しているため、ミサイルと魚雷が使えません。
I see. Well, I guess it's a good thing I bought those frigates then, huh? What about Pact?
どうやら対策済みです。パクト側の誘導弾は普通に稼働しているようです。
They really do love their missiles, fam. They would do anything to preserve it. Looks like they have the advantage, as always. And Chigara, can you get our missiles working again?
はい、すでに照準システムの書き換えと更新をしてます。
We're in your care. All units, defend the Sunrider from the enemy attack until our missiles are operational again. The Sunrider will provide sire support once that is done. Is there a problem, Commander?
いえ、何でもありません。そうい戦闘配備。
Hey, we get a quick save option and research and store before battle, just to make sure. That's really nice. Let's go on, since we've already seen to the research in the store. Yes, auto place units. I was told about this button. Let's see what it does. Well, it places those guys in a ring. I guess it might probably place the Sunrider in the middle when we get it back properly. So let's see. Yeah, I'd like to move you back a bit further. And you can stay there.
艦長様の眼差しを感じます。イエスサー、キャプテン。
艦長殿、命令を。
すれば許さないぞ、艦長くん。
Yeah, you go there. You go there. And we may get to see how these frigates do. Oh boy. With 475 hit points, they're the weakest ship in our fleet. I mean, even weaker than Solar. How's that?
磁気嵐の干渉を修正するにはちょっとだけ時間が必要です。5分だけあればなんとかなると思います。
5 turns.
はいよ。おい優等生、花火の打ち上げまでの時間を稼ぎに行こうぜ。
おう、ソラリス連邦の火力を受けてみるのであります。
Alright, that sounds easy, but I see Arcadius is here. That's Arcadius 4, and there's Arcadius 5. I wonder where Arcadius 2 and 1 are, and 3. Well, never mind that, because we're going to see to this next time, everyone. Hey, at least I like the new background. Well, speaking of traitors, though, I feel like compiling a sort of, well, something so that we can, so that we may be able to help ourselves figure out who a possible traitor might be. It sounds, like currently, I think Asuka, because she's acting a bit too emotional, and that may cause her to lose control. But enough of that, I'll save it for when we actually get around to doing what I said. For now, see ya.